Okay, guys, we're gonna start in the class in this moment. Hope you're okay at home, right? Hope that all of you are okay. We are starting this class right now, and this class will be about phonology and grammar. This is something that you know very well, I think. Phonology and grammar, right? Remember also, I had to give you some indications before I continue with the class, and the indications are that you have to stay in this class this hour because we are gonna be having one visitor in order to explain something about the university. Secondly, is because I have to give you some information at the end that is very important for you about your midterm exam number 3, right? That's one that we're gonna be taking this semester. So please try to stay. So, lo voy a decir en español también. Es necesario que estén, como se los mencionaba en un mensaje, porque vamos a tener la visita del licenciado Pedro, que nos va a compartir una información importante para la carrera y también porque necesito darles información esencial sobre el parcial número 3 y así evitar cualquier tipo de malentendido o am, que se pida, no sé, permiso, ¿verdad? Que para esa fecha no voy a dar permiso igual que los laboratorios. Okay? So please try to obey, try to stay, and try to participate, right? I just see 20, well, 11, 19 students, 20 with me connected. This is a pity because you are 42. So it means that 23 students are not in the class and they are asking for permissions. Okay, and you are asking for permissions. It means that you're not in the class because you have to do something else, right? And I don't know why you missed the class. Well, not you, right? Because you are here. I mean, the ones who are not in here. So let's start the class. And it says about grammar. I said phonology and grammar. Remember that phonology is one of the branches of linguistics, but grammar is not, right? Try not to confuse about this one because sometimes the students tend to get confused about these two terms. I mean, some of you believe that phonology, well, some of you believe that grammar is one of the branches of linguistics, and grammar is not. Grammar is just part of the syntax, and syntax is part of the linguistics. I hope you are understanding. If you're not understanding, please let me know, right? Once again, remember, grammar is not a branch of linguistics. Grammar is part of syntax, and syntax is part of linguistics, branch of linguistics. Lo digo en español también para que nunca se nos olvide. Phonology sí es una parte, una rama de la lingüística. Grammar no es una rama de la lingüística, sin embargo, es parte de la sintaxis, ¿verdad? Del syntax, y syntax sí es parte, sí es, perdón, una rama de la lingüística. So it means that grammar is into the syntax, and syntax is the branch of linguistics. Interesting, right? Phonology is not phonetics, otra cosa. Do not get confused, right? Because some students tend to get confused with this idea too, that they believe that phonetics is the same as phonology, and phonology is something different than phonetics. Remember that phonetics is more scientific. Phonetics, it means thanks to deal with the symbols and the productions of sounds, but understanding what kind of organs you are using, right? I mean, the throat, the lips, the alveolar, the, um, let me see, the hard plate, the soft plate, and all of those terms that, right, that we study in phonetics, because phonetics tends to study how human beings or how a person produces sound using the organs more scientifically. But phonology is not about phonetics. It's very similar, yes, and they help each other, yes, true. They are working together, obviously, as any branch of linguistic. Every branch of linguistic works together to get the main idea right at the end of the linguistic. Remember, because linguistics is the science of language, and the science of language has some branches, and those branches have some sub branches, right, or subtitles. And into those subtitles or branches, you are having the grammar. So today this is just about class pragmatic, right? Because pragmatics need these parts to understand the meanings and the context or the real context. We need it. We need phonology and we need grammar as well. I remember when I was teaching phonology or phonics or phonetics. I mean phonics, but because phonics is the same as phonology. Into the school, this part you have to teach to your students some couple of things, right? Right, are very easy for them to read basic English. For example, I can tell you, in phonology, sorry, you have to say to the students when you're teaching basic English, right? Guys, if you find a word having, for example, this is just an example, right? Phonology, because remember that you are studying this for putting into practice. I mean, you are studying this for teaching your student how to do something, right? Or how to read something, or how to produce the sound. Sorry for the breakings of the dogs, but I'm in the corridor in the house because into the house there are some people, and sometimes they are talking, they are shouting, they are fighting, they are doing something, right? As a normal family, and that's why I'm here and in here, well, there are some noises. So sorry, but try to get focus right in what I am telling to you. Okay. Well, in phonology, one of the parts that I teach to my student in phonology is how to read right from the very beginning. I mean, if you're teaching basic English, I like to teach basic English. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it because my student will be able to remember me for the rest of their life, right? If I was a good teacher for those who were studying basic English the last year, for example, they will be remembering me, right? Remembering me, they will be telling, "Oh, well, that was my teacher, and now I know how to read because of him, because he gave me some ideas." You got it? That's why I said that basic English is very nice. So we put this into practice in phonology. When I am teaching phonology or phonics, right? Phonics to my students in third grade, second grade, well, in 2016, I was teaching this. I remember, and I love it because um, my kids were able to read, right, the basic English. um when you're teaching phonology, you have to study the spatial sounds, or you have to study the long and short sounds that we have in English. Remember that in phonology and in phonetic too, right, we studied the 44 little letter sounds that we have in the alphabet, because in the alphabet you're having 26 little letters. Okay, easy, right? Everybody in this class know, I think, and I believe, and I can assume that everybody in this class know that we have 26 little letters. Easy, right? And I know that everybody in this classroom knows that we're having 44 different sounds in those 26 letters. ¿Qué significa? Tenemos 26 letras en el alfabeto y tenemos 44 sonidos de esas letras. Yo sé que todos aquí saben eso, ¿cierto? Porque es parte de la fonología que se estudió en tercer año. Y la pragmática lo necesita para entender el contexto, para entender el significado de una utterance, para entender el significado de un speech, de un discourse. ¿Se necesita? Sí, porque en la fonología nosotros estudiamos synonyms, antonyms, minimal pairs, um, polysemies, homophones, and all of those things, right? That we used daily in some conversations. Well, in this part in phonology, guys, we studied those short and long vowel sounds. Sorry, short and long sounds that we have in the little letters. Y por eso les digo que la fonología es muy diferente a la fonética. La fonética tiene que ver con el estudio científico de la producción de palabras. La fonología no. La fonología tiende a estudiar siempre la producción de palabras, pero no de una forma científica, sino de una forma más simple, práctica, directa, digamos, porque cuando usted enseña inglés básico, por ejemplo, que usted mencionaba, usted hace uso de la fonología. You have to say, well, you're teaching phonology, you're teaching basic English. Voy a dar un ejemplo de esto, teaching basic English with phonology. Because these topics are for just teaching, right? And when you're teaching, I will be giving to you right now these examples. I just want to show you these, right? Well, before I want to read this one, and it says that we're able to understand phonology, the importance of phonology and grammar, right? Through the process of learning a second language acquisition, yes, right? And you know that the pragmatic parts appear because um, pragmatic methods just for understanding the context or meanings. I will be giving you some example about phonology, basically why this is very important, right? Why this one is very important for teaching English. Sometimes we don't care, right, about this part. And that's why our students are not able to speak better. Yo siempre lo he sostenido, enseñar inglés básico. Se tiene que enseñar la fonología, claro, ¿verdad? No podemos directamente decirle a los estudiantes de inglés básico qué es, pero les voy a enseñar por qué es importante. Mira, fíjense en esto. Y a veces estamos en quinto y no lo sabemos. No es que los esté regañando ni que los quiera hacer sentir que no lo saben, que lo deberían de saber, porque no, ¿verdad? Eso está incorrecto decir usted debería de saberlo, porque la verdad que todos sabemos el ritmo, ¿verdad? Con el que hemos ido. No hay que decir, si usted no lo sabía, de hecho, a veces, puedo ser sinceros, yo, yo puedo ver a algunos de ustedes, cuando vamos presencial, los escucho hablar, les escucho opinar y digo yo, bueno, son más inteligentes de lo que yo fui cuando yo estuve en quinto año, sinceramente. Entonces no se vayan a sentir como que no me gusta a mí hacer sentir a nadie como que no sabe lo que debería de saber. Eso no es así. So let me give you some examples about this, right? Because sometimes we don't have it because not because we are not intelligent, but because uh, maybe that teacher in the basic English part was not able to teach you better, right? Or wasn't able to teach you what you have to know. Pero le voy a enseñar por qué es importante esto de la fonología desde la base de la lingüística, desde la base, ¿verdad? Del conocimiento del segundo idioma. ¿Por qué? Miren, cuando yo estoy enseñando inglés básico a mis estudiantes, yo les digo, bueno, les voy a enseñar a leer. I will be teaching you how to read, right? Basic reading English or better. And I do this. If you find, I said, that you are having, esta es parte de la fonología. I said, you are having, um, wait a minute. You're having, I said, 5 vowels, and everybody knows that, right? That you're having 5 long vowels sounds, and you're having 5 short vowel sounds, okay? See why this is very important. A, E, I, O, and U, right? And my student understand that they are having this one, and they say, okay, now I know very well that Está abierto. Okay, now the student said, okay, I know this because this is something that I already learned in high school, for example, or in the school. Nice. Esto es algo que aprendí en la escuela. Ok. Yo sé que algunos de ustedes pueden decir, eso está bien fácil lo que está enseñando hoy. Sí, está sencillo, pero no se los estoy enseñando para que aprendan, sino para que lo enseñen, porque ya lo saben, se nos vuelve sencillo. Entonces nuestros estudiantes comprenden esa parte. Long vowel sounds, they say A, E, I, O, and U, right? This is something that we already study in the school. Nice. Si mi estudiante dice esto, ok, está bien, está fácil, voy a quitar la cámara un momento. Hey, this is very easy for me, right? And they will be able to do it. They will be able to understand it, to say it to you, right? Y van a ser capaces de decírselos, porque vienen um, de un inglés de escuela, y ahí se estudió eso. Por eso es básico, y está bien, así tiene que ser. This is something that we have to remember to our student, right? I mean, we have to push our student to do it and to tell to you this is part of the listening part. Ellos van a ser capaces de decirlo, sí, porque, bueno, no es muy complicado y por muchas razones. Ellos son capaces de decirlo. Aparece ahora otras cosas que se llaman short vowel sounds. And the short vowel sounds are very different, right? Ahí sí es un tanto diferente. The short vowel sounds. Permítanme que les estoy buscando un sonido que, bueno, los sonidos que yo poseo, pero los he perdido. Creo que, permítanme, solo se los busco rápidamente. Wait a minute. Mm, Lost sounds. A días no los uso. Me estoy acordando hasta ahorita que tenía este montón de sonidos, pero como ya días no uso esto, no recuerdo dónde los he colocado. Ah, ya los encontré. Quiero mostrar si me reproduce. I just want to show to you. Okay, now I know it, and now I have it. En esta parte que yo le enseño a mis estudiantes siempre, this one, you have to say to the student, okay, guys, we're having yes, the long vowel sounds, but we're having also the short vowel sounds. You have to say to the student that this one is pronounced like ah. Yo sé que ya lo saben, pero para que vean la importancia de la fonología del inglés básico. ¿Y por qué puede alguien hasta redactar una tesis y decir, why student in fifth year in the bachelor degree in English are having some problems with pronunciation or are having some mispronunciations? Bueno, podemos incluir esta parte. A, E, I, A, en A. Y a veces dicen, entonces yo les digo, no, 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 you don't have to say it in this way. No, you have to say to the student reading, right? Reading, and reading, porque es para eso. Y claramente, para producir luego un speaking. Se le dice al estudiante, solo le voy a mostrar algunos. Se le dice, if you're having a word containing, listen, if you're having a word containing consonant, last vowel, This is something that you can teach your student. Last consonant, last vowel, you're having long vowel sound. Solo les voy a mostrar algunas porque yo sé que ya lo saben. Le dicen a sus estudiantes, si te encuentras una palabra con consonante, vocal, consonante, bueno, tiene sonido largo de vocal. ¿Y qué hago? Bueno, I have to. Well, only the first vowel sound, the second one is silent. So in this case, you have to teach your student that not only the H, because in the Spanish vocabulary or in the Spanish mean alphabet, the letter H is silent. But in the English, you can have more silent sounds. I mean, more silent letters. In this case, you say to the student, that's why we pronounce this one like, not like it or leak. Why? Because you're having consonant vowel sound, consonant vowel, consonant vowel. But what about in this case? You said you're a student. If you are having a vowel plus a consonant, only the first vowel is short, is having a short vowel sound. So in this case, if you're having this word, you have to pronounce like up and not like oop or yup. No, right? You have to pronounce like up. You got it? Yes. Creo que sí, ¿verdad? Entonces, a eso nos referimos cuando hablamos de los short and long vowel sounds. ¿Y por qué la fonética es tan importante en este sentido? Voy a mostrar ahorita solamente un video corto de esto para que se puedan ubicar mejor. Estas son cositas que se ven en la escuela. ¿Ok? But part of the phonology. Es parte de la fonología. Look, this one.
This is a fun way to learn to be a good reader. Did you know that all the words in our language are made up of just 26 little letters? If you can learn the sounds of those 26 letters and then the special sounds they make when they work together, you can learn to be a good reader. Let's look at phonics chart 1. There are 5 letters on this chart that make very special sounds. They are called the vowels. The vowels are the most important letters in the alphabet. Every word must have a vowel in it. The vowels are a, apple, e, elephant, I, inchworm, a, ostrich, a, umbrella.
Okay, I think you got it right. I think you got it. And now you can understand the importance of phonology. I think that now you're understanding this, that phonology is so important from the very beginning of our career, right? I think now you understand this better. That's why you have to teach phonology since the very beginning of the career, or if you're teaching in a school, you have to teach phonology every time. I know that it is not necessary to say to tell your student, right? It is not a must. Your student can say, okay, now we are studying phonology. No, right? Because you're just applying this part. You're just applying the phonology into your classes. But in my case, I show you a video about things that I have already taught in the school. The vowels in this case, right? I'm an example of phonology. I think you are understanding this. If you are not, please let me know. Or if you are having any question, please let me know it. In this part of phonology, we don't study, okay? We don't study the organs or the things or the features that we use to produce a sound. No, we are not studying this or teaching this, right? Because that's phonetics. In phonology, we study or we teach what I have already showed to you in the video. Okay, those tricks or those ideas in the structure. Not only grammar has structures, but phonology has too, right? In phonology, You can have it and your student will be very happy with you. You're teaching something different, right? In order to what? To read and then to produce a speech. So if you're not having any equation, that's okay. We can continue. Let me see because we are waiting for our um, visitor at 7:40. We're almost right. 24 people. One in this class. Okay, got it. So continue. Phonology is the study of the patterns of sounds in a language and across languages, right? But more formally, phonology is the study of the categorical organization of speech sounds in languages. How speech sounds are organized in the mind and used to convey meaning. Well, this is something that we already done, right? We have organized those features in our mind, okay? And we say, if you are having, well, at the beginning this is okay. Yo creo que enseñar fonología desde la base nos va a dar la oportunidad de eliminar pronunciaciones como first. Yo he escuchado gente decir first en la universidad. No es así, ¿verdad? En quinto año, porque llevo varios años enseñando en quinto año y he escuchado gente decir first en quinto año. Y no es first. No se queda, ¿verdad? No hay problemas de fonología. Hay gente que dice problemas de pronunciación, sí, de fonología, sí, sí, simple, porque ¿qué somos nosotros, aparte de maestros de inglés? Somos maestros de lingüística. Entonces, nos quedamos, problema de fonología. Okay? And it is very hard for people or students to arrange this in the last year, right? Because they are old, because they are now having other priorities, or because sometimes they are just tired of the language. It's very critical because at the end you are gonna be um, studying or working with many people who speaks better than you or who speaks accurately than you. Wait a minute. Ok, ahorita vamos a tener la intervención del licenciado, así que vamos a esperar un momento. Ok, bueno, en este momento tenemos la intervención del licenciado Pedro, que nos va a comentar algo acerca de um, las oportunidades de crecimiento intelectual en esta carrera del idioma inglés por parte de la universidad. Así que les pido de favor que prestemos mucha atención. Okay, buenos días, licenciado.
Okay, buenos días, licenciado Jonathan. Buenos días a todos. Today is a great pleasure to be here with all of you. Thank you for letting me be here. So as probably licenciado Jonathan was saying before, today I'm going to mention an opportunity where you all can have the possibility to grow up professionally speaking. And I don't know, Jonathan, can you let me share my screen, please? Because I would like to share some PowerPoint presentation that I have so that everyone can see it. All right. Okay. Can you all see my screen? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So probably you know who I am. My name is Pedro Vasquez, and then I'm working as the coordinator of the Centro de Apoyo a los Programas de Inglés. I know many of you who are supporting the English department, and probably some of you are new or maybe you haven't seen me before. But if not, well, my name is Pedro Vasquez. So in this opportunity, I had the time and the chance to share with all of you about a professional course for English teachers that I believe is going to help you a lot, especially if you are about to go on your teaching practices next year, or probably you are working or probably you are already, I mean, you are done with your teaching practices, and then you are about to start looking for a job. I believe this course is going to help you a lot. And the name of the course is the Updated In-Person English Teaching, Reshaping the Way We Teach. As you know, probably next year we're going to have a hybrid um, teaching setting where everyone, I believe, is going to be back to the school, back to colleges, back to the primary schools. And I believe this opportunity is going to help you a lot if you are basically looking for a job, or if you have a job, or you're going to do your teaching practices. So the presenters that we're gonna have, they are going to be from the United States. Lately, I'm gonna show you who they are and their topics as well. So the good thing is that this course is gonna be synchronously and asynchronously, and of course, it has an investment of $25. Probably you might say, well, I don't have $25, but no worry, it's in a month. So basically, we're gonna be starting on December the 13th, and it will last for around 2 weeks. So we're gonna have 5 sections during 2 weeks, and it's gonna have an investment. And probably I wouldn't consider this as a waste of money, but I would consider it basically as an investment, because you are investing on your own education so that you can be more prepared, you can have better skills, of course, teaching skills. And the good thing is that at the end, you will have the chance to get a virtual diploma that is going to be as part of your support, or as part of your teaching development. So as I said before, this course is going to last, it will last 10 hours, and it will be developed in 2 weeks, from December the 13th till December the 22nd. Maybe, maybe many of you are going to be on vacation. And if you are on vacation, if you are free, so you can take this course synchronously. But let's say you're working, you had no time, even you want to take it, but you don't have any time. So no worries, you can take it asynchronously. That means that you're going to have the chance to get the links, the materials, everything that the presenters are going to share with us. So the days when these sessions are going to be taking place are on Tuesdays and Thursday, with the exception of the last week, which is going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So the time will be from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., from 2 to 4. So if you are interested in, I'm going to show you the topics that we are going to be developing during these 2 weeks. And as I said, we're going to have three presenters from the United States. The first one is Cecily Fulton Hammond. She's going to be talking about implementing student-centered learning activities, especially in a hybrid learning setting. And the second is going to be effective ways to foster critical thinking skills and English language learning. All right. And the other one, it's given by Jennifer Johnston with her topic, incorporating pronunciation practice into any type of lesson. The other topic would be professional development ideas to learn and grow as teacher. And lastly, well, we're going to have a shared topic, which is going to be the importance of providing learning strategies to L2 learners. The topic will be developed by Bernardo Martinez and Julio Blanco. And this is the general information that you can have, or you can take into consideration. If you are interested right now, well, you can sign up and we are going to be in contact with you. And, or if you have any question, you can send me an email. Those are the emails. So as I said before, I was going to be very short. It was not going to take a lot of time. So if you have any question, please let me know right now. Jonathan, I don't know if you have any question or anything, but I highly, highly recommend you all to take this course. Not do it just because, well, I have a lot of money. No, 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 no. See it as an investment in your educational background. Jonathan.
Okay, sir. Well, I think that I will be talking to Dan. Maybe they will be asking me, right, the questions I think at the end, and I will be asking, right, or explaining more about this one. And I
Okay.
just can say that this is something very appropriate because when you are just looking for a job, Peter, we need it, right? We need this as letters of recommendation in any job. For example, in the schools, um, is the principal or coordinators ask to you, right, about your preparation or your development. And if you are not prepared or just having your diploma at the end of the career, maybe you are not at the same like level of the rest of your classmates, you will be in trouble at the end, believe me. Because this is something that we already done, right? During our career, my career, I remember I took some courses, not only the diploma, right? But we have to. This is very important, and I just can push you, right, or encourage you to take it. Remember, this is just once in a while.
All right. Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with you, Jonathan. And I see this chance as a way to become better English teachers or become better at what we are doing, especially if you're working, if you're currently working. And maybe this is gonna be extra information, but I see many of our former participants in these courses where they have applied to many jobs and they have got all those jobs, not because they had taken our courses, but because they have a huge background taking courses, taking any professional development courses. So as I said before, I highly recommend you to take this one, and I'm 100% sure you are not going to regret of it. So thank you, Jonathan. Thank you all for your attention, and I hope to see you around. So if you have any question, I included in the chat my email and also the link where you can register. So once you registered, we are going to get in contact with you. So have a great Saturday. I'll see you around. Thank you, Jonathan.
Okay, thanks, sir, for coming. Goodbye.